Hi everyone, my name is Stephany Ibáñez and welcome to my kitchen. Today we are going to make a Santanderian dried meat with buñuelos ocareños. Dried meat means to expose something to a wine to cool it. Dried meat from Santander is not an ordinary thing. It involves a special cut of meat and is marinated with a mixture of onion, garlic, paprika, condiments and others depending on the recipe. Where the meat is dried by the sun, the smoke or the wine, that transforms the recipe into an extraordinary thing. Today in the region there are many places where the meat is prepared in the traditional way, but it's also important to note that in the majority of restaurants that offer this typical dish in Bucaramanga, they have created their own method for marinating the meat, spreading it out for only the necessary hours to achieve the perfect dried point. The preparation was passed down to Santanderian farmers, who spread the marinated meat on grill over coal, so that the heat will roast it, achieving this special cooking point. This technique is prominent both in the north and south of the region, and stands as one of the most delicious culinary proposals. Not coincidentally, it belongs to the famous group of meats that specialists call cecina. Before starting the preparation of this wonderful dish, we must season the meat to taste. Santander's dried meat is the result of a solution created by the indigenous people of the region in response to the need to survive during times of scarcity. It had been approximately 18 hours since I dehydrated the meat with the salt. Here we have our meat already somewhat dehydrated. During the 18 hours, the meat was only exposed to the sun 5 hours. This is because I put the meat on the salt the last night, that obviously we don't have sun at the night. So we are going to do something to accelerate this process more than we already done. This is because we need to have this meat more dehydrated than we have now. As we are using a technique that accelerates the dehydration process, as well as using the salt for this, we are going to also use the oven. Before putting the meat in the oven, we need to remove the salt that has been accumulated on the meat. When we are doing this, the oven must be preheated. Then we must wash the meat to remove the excess salt. Once we have the meat washed, we are going to put it into the oven at 65 degrees for 3 hours. The Santanderian style dried beef is usually accompanied with avocado and arepa oreja de perro. But this time we are going to make a sauce with avocado and orange, because both of them are so important in the cultural root of Santander. Also, we're going to add to the sauce milk cream to have a better consistency. Finally, for the accompaniment, we're going to make buñuelos ocañeros. We are going to cut the avocado into small squares and squeeze the orange juice. And then add the milk cream. After we add all the ingredients, we are going to mix it. Now here we have a beautiful sauce. To prepare the dough for the buñuelos ocañeros, we will start by adding the eggs with the dyed products, making bubbling molds. Finally add the agua de panela. Now we must let the buñuelos dough rest for 30 minutes. But while we wait, we are going to start grilling the meat that is already ready. This practice was preserved by the mestizos and free people who became the ancestors of today's Santanderians. The rising popularity of this preparation, due to its resistance to spoliation, occurred during times of conflict and struggle, such as the civil wars. After the 30 minutes are up, the oil must be heated, so we can start frying the buñuelos. Something that characterizes these buñuelos is that they are not usually round at all. To plate our ingredients, we must first have a squeeze bottle in which we can put our sauce. The objective of this preparation is that people needed to find a food that could withstand long journeys and will not spoil under the various hardships faced during those times. Finally, to decorate the plate, you can do it the way you like it. So here we have finished our plate that I have called El Trío Santanderiano. This is an invitation to try this wonderful dish from Santander. Do not leave behind the Colombian gastronomy.